great honor to introduce our honorable guest, Dr. Deepak Deshpande. Dr. Deepak Deshpande is currently with NetMagic Solution as Senior Vice President and Head Human Resources. NetMagic, an entity communications company, is India's only data center infrastructure lifecycle management service provider. Sir joined NetMagic at a very strategic time in November 2007 and is constantly playing a pivotal role in facilitating to be India's leading and most admired IT managed services company and pursued its mission of being an employer of choice. Prior to joining NetMagic in November 2007, he enjoyed a flourishing career with Lionbridge Technologies as Head Human Resources India Operations. He has held several leadership positions in companies like Lionbridge Technologies, Systime, Trigen Technologies, Blue Star Infotech, Datamatics, Tata Consultancy Services, and Larsen & Toubro. While being actively associated with human resources movements in IT and ITES companies in Western India, he was also the past president and mentor of Human Resources Infotech Association. Currently, he is on NASSCOM Steering Committee for Western Region working on diversity and inclusion and also the co-chairman of Human Resources Development Committee, Indian Merchants Chamber. Apart from all of this, he is an active Rotarian and past president of Rotary Club of Bombay. He has done his PhD in management and his doctorate thesis was on New Age Corporate Leadership, a critical study. He has won several awards and honors, amongst which the Rashtriya Vikas Ratan Award for Individual Achievement for Economic and Social Development is quite close to his heart. He has also won the Global Human Resources Excellence Leadership Award for 2 consecutive years. With this and many more awards to his credit, we are extremely honored to present to you Dr. Deepak Deshpande. I would now request you, sir, to share with us his vision and rich experiences. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, friends, for this wonderful introduction. Thank you, Balaji, for this opportunity to be here and share some of my thoughts. And I'm already sweating. Okay, what a wonderful sight this is. I must compliment, I think I haven't been to this place, this is my first visit, and I'm surprised why I have not been to this place before. Okay, don't spoil me. How much time do I have? Sudha, Shubha, how much time do I have? Okay, at your risk. I was told 4:30 to 5:30. Now it's already 5. Okay, don't answer that. But this always happens. No problem. The idea is to make sure I plan my presentation so that I cover most of it in the shortest time possible. I know there is a speaker already waiting there. By the way, how are you kids here? Are you active? You've been here full day?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you just came from your bio break, I know that. Okay. So just relax. I can promise you for next 30 to 40 minutes, I think it will be my attempt to make sure that you are with me and I am with you, and together we create something that will be mutually useful to all of us for years to come. The only request I will have is that there wouldn't be any side talk. Right? Let there not be any side talk. If you're getting bored, you can raise your hand. But let us make sure that we spend this time, because you are investing your time and I'm investing mine. Let us make sure that we spend this time in a meaningful and a productive manner. We all know why we are here, the hidden agenda, why these seminars are held, right? Nothing wrong about that. But the facade and this glitter and this glamour and all that is also a reality, and it has its own pluses and minuses. Having said that, let us endeavor to do and make it more meaningful and purposeful for larger goods. So I appeal to each of you to be here mentally, physically, and whatever way. So if your cell phones are not muted, so please do. If you are itching to check your WhatsApp, please don't do that. You can play a game, say, let me see 1 hour I won't use, how many messages do I get? And if you end up with, say, 100 messages on WhatsApp and maybe 20 SMSs, then you can pat your back and say, I am a very popular guy. If you get only 5, that means the way you interpret that I'm not so popular, or I use my time judiciously, and I'm not like any other, Gen Y guy. I use my time more meaningfully. I don't get onto 10,000 WhatsApp groups and waste my time. Or you can say, oh my God, how come I'm not getting my messages? That means my friends are not missing me, and feel sad about it and work on that. To each of you, your own medicine. But either way, play that game for 1 hour. Don't check your WhatsApp or your mobile phones, if you can. If you still want to, do it in such a way that you are not caught. Okay. So, what's the password? That is my machine. Okay. This is basically approaches to a healthy corporate life. Couple of things have remained with me for a long, long time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wish with a little less light, Brightness, sir. Yeah. Brightness we grow, light also. Number one, recruitment has been part and parcel of any HR professional, in fact, any business leader. Attrition also has been part and parcel of any company. Two things have revolved around our lives, or rather, we have revolved around this, dealing with these challenges and problems and opportunities. Another thing that has remained constantly or comes very often with every HR professional is visits to institutes like this and talk about campus connect, from campus to corporate, from dream world to reality and whatnot. We have heard this many a times. A lot of things have changed, yet these topics have remained constant. The way we deal with them, the way we approach them has changed. Yet, that is a reality today in this situation for you. Certain questions in life, you have to wait to face them. So this is this moment for you, to face the real world. The wisdom lies in picking from the past the best of the lessons, knowing what to carry forward, what to drop. The wisdom lies in adapting and being flexible to deal with the challenges of tomorrow. The wisdom lies in not getting hopeless, helpless, feeling miserable about the situation around us. So whatever you will hear me talking today is largely based on some of those hard lessons or lessons that I've heard hard way. I've tried to put it in a corporate jacket, giving some titles, some topics, and some headings. But the reality is that these are some of the things that I really live by. These are anchors to me every day. These are those thoughts, these are those mottos, these are those approaches or attitudes or postures. They continue to inspire me and motivate me and face some of those hard moments. And also they are the ones that continue to react or respond to some of those hard times, create more opportunities for myself. So if you see anything on the slide that you don't agree with, all you have to do is, okay, fine, one more fellow talked about something that I don't believe in and put that in the dustbin. You don't have to deal with judging me, wondering about why you think like that, how it didn't work for you. Okay? So often we take postures which have no meaning. You know, you should know which battles to fight and which to let go. There's a beautiful prayer, I don't know, I think it must be, God give me the wisdom to change things that I can, right? Accept things that I cannot, and the wisdom to know the difference between them. There's such a wonderful verses. So I would like to remind you of that as you hear me speak of so many things that you may be feeling strongly about and not agree with them, please dump them. Okay. So let's explore, let's discover what the evening has in store for us. What we are going to try to attempt to do is identify approaches, attitudes, and skills for healthy career growth, create an awareness to harness them, how it is important for us to be aware of these things really matter, or it work, or majority times it works, and share some tips for cultivating life balancing skills for overall effectiveness. The topic given to me was lessons from corporate leaders, is that? That's the theme of the seminar, right? So I took the liberty to put, and that's how the presentation is made. I request you at the outset to be an active participant. Share your feelings freely and thoughts without any kind of inhibition. If you feel like asking any personal questions, feel free to do that. If you strongly feel about something, attack the problems, not the person. Let's be open to dialogue, let's open to share our disagreements. And give willing to people, or willing to give space to people to be themselves. Let's not be so judgmental about each other. I think this itself talks about a lot of things our lives are governed by. This is some inspiration I just put. Of course, you know what this is implying at. I don't want to give any religious connotation to this. But yet, as you read these lines, you are reminded of Lord Ganesha. I'm sure you might have read about this, right? Big head to think big. Okay? Big head to think big. Big ears to be a good listener. Talk less. Not to me. Today I have the license to be here and talk. Narrow eyes to focus with concentration. Long nose to be curious, to learn, to see what's happening. And small mouth to speak less. Okay. This is one of the very transforming slide for me. I remember reading some paragraph about how we are what we believe in. So we wanted to give some pictorial representation to that paragraph. So this is how this slide came back, I think, in long ago. I don't want to take which year because you'll wonder, oh, he's a grandfather. Okay. So just imagine those 5 cups or 5 cups of life. If you were asked a question, is the cup of your life full? And you answer yes, that means you are very satisfied, you are very happy, and you are very, at peace and bliss and whatever. But every time somebody asks us that question, are you happy? How many of us actually say, yes, my cup of life is full? I don't think many of us do that. There's always something to crib about. There's always to aspire and find something is missing there. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you. I may have told you not to, to switch off your phone or put it on mute and not to do side talking. I have not told you to yawn. I see so many people yawning. Wow. One of the tricks how to control that yawning, you have to breathe more. You have to breathe more. It's one instruction you have to give to yourself, and that will change like that. Everything in life is like that. If you don't know how to give up smoking, all you have to do is give an instruction. Okay. So if you feel like yawning, of course, please do. If you have a glass of water, bottle of water next, if not, you grab it from the neighbor sitting next to you, have a sip of water. But more often than not, what I have experienced, when we sit in long meetings, it does happen to us as well, that you have to breathe more. Easy thing to do is, no, I am going to sit here and listen to this fellow attentively and judge him later. The problem is we judge first and then comes our response, which you can't control. Anyway, so there are these 5 cups of life. If they were put in a sequence like that, the way the steps, the seats are adjusted, right? 5 cups of life. Each one, the first one, the one at the top, is filled. Only then it will flow into the next one. The second one is filled. Only then it will flow into the third one and the fourth and the fifth. These 5 cups of life are what? The first cup is the cup of belief, the cup of potential, the cup of action, the cup of result, and the cup of life is the last one. So when the cup of belief is full, only then it will flow into the cup of potential. And when the cup of potential is full, only then it will flow into the cup of action. And when the cup of action is full, only then it will flow into a cup of result. And when that result is full, then flow into life. And if you get good results and the cup of life also flows, that means you are happy and full. So fundamentally, what we are trying to say here is everything starts with belief. You have to believe that you can. But that belief should be so strong and so sincere and so pure that you believe what is right. Not believe that I'll jump from 10th floor and I will not hurt myself. Not believe that I'm believing that I'll go and take the exam, but I will just go and take the exam without preparation. No, that's a wrong belief. Believing that you can do, say, about 1,000 sit-ups just because a beautiful girl has challenged you. If you do this, I will marry you. Therefore, you go. 1,000 sit-ups, you can't do that. You're not even walk 10 steps every day. So you have to have the right beliefs. But the message here is, we all have to believe, only then we will realize our potential. When we realize our potential, only then you will get into action. When you get into action, only then it will give you some result. And if you get into the right action, then you get the right results, and then you get the end results. Then you're happy. So when do you know that your cup of life is not full? Therefore, what do? I have to look back. Oh, what happened? The results are not good. Why are the results not good? Because I have taken some action. Is that action correct? No. Why? Because I thought I had that potential. You thought you had that potential, whereas you didn't have. And where is that coming from? It's coming from that you held wrong beliefs, therefore you thought you had that potential, therefore you did certain things based on that wrong notion, therefore you got wrong results. You're getting that connect? Yeah. So please get this etched in your mind, that whenever something happens in your life which you are not happy about, you have to take these 5 steps this way and reverse. You will know what the problem is, and if you're committed, you will take action on that, and they will get better results next time. Okay. I want to quickly run through next 3-4 slides because this is a little theoretical. Every HR guy, anybody who stands here talking to audience like that keeps on saying this. I don't want to miss this because I want to reiterate, this is the slide I read after a decade of my corporate life. And I said, oh my God, if only there were people who told me this matter, I would have been at a different position. By then it was too late. But you are lucky to be told again and again and again and again that these things are important, yet we don't pay importance to that. It is not possible to appreciate unless you experience that. Anything in life. We cannot appreciate things that we don't experience. But unless you appreciate, how will you experience? So this tug of war always will continue. It's a chicken and egg story. You know there is fire, you can't put your hand there, otherwise you'll burn. But will you tell yourself, I need to experience, only then I know it's going to burn? You see how selfish we are? Where it suits us, we say, I want experience, only then I will believe. In some cases, you just do the opposite. Therefore, this message also, if somebody is telling you, our parents tell you, our teachers tell you, our managers tell you, everybody tells you, advises, yet we don't take it. Why? Because we don't value it. We value only when we have a bad experience. Anyway, so at the risk of sounding and repeating those things, fundamental thing is, what does the corporate expect of you? Wow. Have you ever wondered how we look when we yawn? Awful. Public yawning. Have you wondered? We want to look good. We spend so much time in front of the mirror and blah, blah, blah. We never wonder how we look when we are yawning. You must catch yourself once and you'll never yawn again in public. Okay. So, corporate needs are what? One who understands the organization. What is the best way to understand an organization? Is to understand what are the services and products of that company. What is my company into? What kind of services do we offer? What kind of products do we create or offer to the market? You should know that. How is this product or service relevant to the market or to the customer? If your faculty or the placement officer or the deans of the institute don't understand that you are their product, and if you don't have those skills in you, nobody will hire you. If you don't hire you, then we have to close down this shop. Yes or no? So if you don't get jobs, whom to blame? Yourselves. Look at that. Answer aise aa jata hai. Good. Anyway, I think that all of us are trying to do that. So there's so much at stake. Their success lies in your success. The problem is they have to spend day and night to make you understand, make you commit, do all those things that they think will be good for you. So it's very important for us to know what the organization is. What product services do they offer? Without knowing, cannot relate to that. You heard of that example when there was this manager who was general manager who was very rude and very arrogant, and he comes in the morning to office, he finds this guy, the housekeeping guy, not cleaning the office properly. He calls him and says, don't you have some shame? You're taking salaries years after years. Don't clean this place. After all, I'm asking you to clean the place, keep it neat and clean. Can't you do this much? That is reprimanding him publicly, telling him that how he's not doing his job. That person who is on the receiving end feels so sad and demotivated, and he goes with his head down and next day trying to do his bit. Another general manager comes and calls him, hey, listen, you know what? We are working in a pharmaceutical company. We are making life-saving drugs for people who are ill. This is going to give them life. These medicines should not get contaminated. If you don't clean this place, the whole medicine will get diluted and rotten and it won't be effective. Your role is so important in saving this. The tablet is just manufactured. But if it gets diluted, so your role is as important as a scientist, as a manufacturer, as a marketer. Do you realize that? How important it is for you how you're connected deeply to this company's success. Then this guy opens his mouth, oh my God. You see the difference in approach? Therefore, it's very important, friends, to be able to understand the service and product your company offers. Only then you will be able to be a good employee. Okay. One who communicates, who is not just a postman. There are hundreds of examples, so I don't want to spend time on that because there are far more important things to be told. That doesn't mean this is not important. But communication is not like a postman. You know that story, another story, right? There are so many stories. These are stories that will make us remember these values. Therefore, I have to tell you this story. There's this guy going in a bullock cart with a lot of stuff with his staff or his kid or somebody going, 3-4 people in a bullock cart with a lot of expensive items. They're passing through a jungle. And this old man is feeling sleepy. He says, listen, I'm going to take a nap, but you know what? This road is full of thieves. So to just keep a watch on these things. So this great-grand man sleeps and he wakes up, he finds that things are missing. He said, what happened? I asked you to keep a watch. He said, yes, I kept a watch. Those people came and took away everything. I was keeping watching. So that is the kind of actual postman-like kind of approach. So communication is, every communication situation has an objective. True communication is when I say something, you understand that. I want to revoke an action in you, I make you do that. That is effective communication. If I say good morning and you say, that's not communication. It should evoke the expected response, only then it is communication, effective communication. So there's so much, just not language alone is communication, so much of emotion, feeling, merit of thought, action, intent. One who is market oriented. We have to be that. Don't be shy of the facade. Don't be shy of, it's important to look nice. It's important to carry yourself well. It's important to be accounted. It's important to be seen, heard, visible. It's important to be presentable. It's important to not to have oily nose. It's important to comb your hair. It's important to be personally well groomed. It's important to be envied and inspired. It's important to be followed. It's important to be in so many ways. You have to take pride. This is me. I can't be ignored. So don't take pride in half-baked humbleness or humility. Humility is good. Humbleness is absolutely good. Being polite is good. But don't confuse that. Marketing is required. You have to market. You have to have a market-driven approach. Of late, we have been interviewing some candidates in the freshers. We generally don't hire, but of late we have started this year. Out of those, just to hire 15 students, how many people we gave tests? 500. We shortlisted about 100, and how many were shortlisted for final this thing? Hardly 10 we got. They can't speak. There's no personality in them. I feel so sad. I feel miserable. I mean, and it's so sad day that is. Every time we have these interviews and we find the children are lacking basic skills in them. Something is definitely wrong. Anyway, so please, now it's never late, right? Jis din aankh khuli usi din? Yes. Shamelessly, we should be positive minded, optimistic, shamelessly. There is never, say never, no. Right? You have to be die-hard optimistic. You have to have that enthusiasm. You have to have that passion. You have to have that love for yourself. Then rest of the things will come. So don't be shy of being market driven. You have to be market oriented. You need to understand the customer. You have to have the spirit of service in you. If you have the spirit of service, I think you have it all. You can not have other things, but if you have the spirit of service, you will go a long way. What is spirit of service? I don't know. I mean, it takes, I wish I had more time, but anyway, we'll not spend time on that. Spirit of service is something which is absolutely unconditional love, unconditional help, unconditional giving, genuine care. Have you seen your mother? I was just talking to my colleague. I say, listen, whenever our spouses or mamas, they're out of the office, out of the house for an away for over 7 days, and you have to take care of your kids. How do the fathers take care of their kids? Khana khaya kya? Brush kiya kya? Nahi kiya? Kyun nahi kiya? Mother doesn't do that. Beta khana kha le, abhi aaya. You know what? No, mommy, mujhe karna hai. No, kha le, please kha le. Look at that. Where does that come from, that commitment? We cannot, men will never ever have that, the joy of experiencing that unconditional giving ability to give love and spread love. But you can, it is easy for us to get that love for the customer because the customer is paying. Bhale gusse se lekin karenge. And you are part of the business world and it is easy to acquire those skills. You have to be numerate. Don't be shy of mathematics and numbers. Don't be worried about looking good always. You have to be open to deal with conflicting situations. You need to be able to look into eye in a conflicting situation. Somebody who doesn't agree with you, to explain why you believe what you believe in. You need to have the ability to disagree. But more often we put so much of emotion that we stop talking to people who are not like us, who don't agree to our point of view. How many times, with how many people you'll do that in life? Yet at home, you disagree with your son, your wife, your daughter, your father and mother, yet you go back to that home because you know the bonding is there, that love is there. But in real world, this is not there. There is no return ticket. Okay. One who is committed to planning, review, accountability. That is very important. You have to plan. You have to review. You have to be accountable. If people are going to expect you to plan, people will review your work. And you are expected to be accountable. So you have to believe in that. One who is cost effective. Does it make money? Right? Also one who is aware of the actions, right? The image that his actions will cause. If you are working for a company and you are indulging in some things that should not be, then you are calling for trouble. So you have to be image conscious. Like you are very image conscious. सब teacher आ गए suddenly एकदम खड़े हो जाएंगे आराम से, right? Because you know इधर 2 साल करना है, बाद में जाना है, right? But outside also it matters. This is going to be with you. You have to love yourself so much that it becomes very easy to be, there's no better or bigger joy than complying with the rules of the land. Somebody is talking. Okay. Somebody, that is, one who practices and demands excellence from people. He is giving excellence in his work, also demanding. You have to be that. One who's a leader and not a loose talker. I think this is very important, friends. So easy to criticize. You have to speak, think, walk like a leader. What is leadership? Leadership is a decision to act. That's it. Act first. You know it is right. You know that is required. You know there is no time. It's time to take action. You have to act. Leadership is taking action. One who delivers and one who is not giving always excuses. You have to. People expect of that in a corporate world. And one who believes in making things happen. I think that last sentence sums up everything about those 12 things that you heard. You have to make things happen. Okay, so what should be your strategy? If that is expected by a corporate, what should be your strategy? I think 2 words. One is to have a positive and a healthy strategy. I have just put some pictures just to drive a few thoughts in your mind. I am not going to tell them what they are. That guy is like a chess game. Corporate is like a real world is like a chess game. Are you of value to me? There's a lot of agendas running. Are you doing what is expected of you? Are you strategic to that situation, that transaction, to that team or to that person or to that company? What got you here won't get you there. That's another powerful byline. I thought I should put you there. Sometimes certain things have been part of our life, but you can't carry that to your grave. You need to know where it works, where it doesn't work, and be willing to let go. So it's very important to keep on sharpening the saw. You heard of that another story? I think many people quote that. In Africa, every day morning, a lion wakes up. You heard of that? That means it doesn't matter whether you are a lion or a deer. The trick is, how many of you know that story, guys? Lion and deer? Okay, how many of you don't know? Wow, look at that. And here I am assuming everybody knows. Just because 10 people said, You see how we end up giving messages. Okay. Can we shout loud once? And the kick. No. Most popular dialogue today running is what? Oh no. Ata maji satakli. Not the way Ajay Devgan says. The way in that song the child speaks or sings. Come on, how is that? Somebody can? That's good. Mala Ragata, that's good. Okay. Okay, fine. So, okay guys, come back. जाके बैठो मत उधर अभी. It's like, the problem is you don't know when to switch off and switch on. You should immediately do that and come back. Then you can go in that room many a times. Okay, so there is this in Africa, every day morning, the parable goes that every day morning a lion wakes up. A deer wakes up actually. It says to it, oh my God, I have to run faster than the lion, otherwise it's going to hunt me and kill me. Same for us, the lion also wakes up thinking, oh my God, I have to run faster than the deer, otherwise I will die of hunger. So both of them are worried about running faster than each other. So friends, end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you are a lion or a deer. You have to keep on running faster. That means that you cannot be complacent. That today I am doing well, therefore for a lifetime I will do well. You have to constantly keep on innovating yourself. You have to constantly work on your skills. You have to constantly work on your approaches. You have to constantly learn new things. Innovating yourself. That is the message. Therefore the word sharpen the saw from Deepak Chopra. Sharpen the saw means every day it's a tough world. I have to keep on sharpening my skills for our own future. So if you have 8 hours to chop a tree, right? A smart guy will first sharpen the saw. A Dumbo will spend 8 hours hitting the wood again and again. It takes long time, maybe 2 days. A smart one will sharpen the saw and within 2 hours he will chop that tree. Right? So it's very important for all of us to spend our time in sharpening our lives today, now, every moment, because a lot of time we are going to spend time for tomorrow. Therefore, it's important for us to do that. How many of you can bring enthusiasm to yourself at a stroke of a button? It's very important in corporate life to be able to create that enthusiasm. Anything that I do, I give 100%. There's no half-baked attempt. It is very difficult to do that. If somebody tells you got to eat a vegetable that you don't like, would you like to eat that? Right? But that vegetable is what is cooked by somebody in corporate situation. You get paid for eating that. That means you get paid to suffer that. So it is easy to motivate because I have to do this because I get paid for it. So often it's very important to realize that not everybody is lucky. I know. Is lucky. That is a silent message of the, hey, time is over. Come in. It's a silent way of giving us all of that message. That if you don't comply, this is going to happen. So therefore it's important. All of us are not lucky to do the work that we like. The challenge is to like what we get to do. You should be happy. Having more work is better than having no work. Okay? So therefore, try to bring enthusiasm to any kind of work that is given to us by our managers. The beauty is in being able to do such a splendid job of that simple task or a task that you don't value, that your manager feels, I am such an idiot to give such a simple task or such an unimportant work to this person. This person is so very good at everything that is given to him. Can I give him something different that is of more value to me, more value to the company? How do you motivate people to give you that what you like to do? First, whatever comes your way, make a good job of that. When they see that you are doing a fantastic job of that activity, then they will definitely wonder, oh, We need to give him. Does it not happen to us in college situation? Have you not seen some of you are called by your staff, your teachers and directors, assigned certain roles and responsibilities? Why only some people are asked again and again to do certain things and why not others? That is because those guys have been able to evoke that action in them. Why can't everybody can be like that? काय नाही झालं ऐका. Please ask. That just by bringing enthusiasm to that work, you can be assured of giving a wonderful delivery. Once you do that and make it a habit, be rest assured you will be given more and more work, and that's how you get noticed. Teamwork is very important. Don't carry your agenda. First 3-4 years in corporate life, you have to be a great team guy. You have to be the best guy in terms of attitude. You have to be the best guy in whatever is expected. You are into learning. It's very important. If you go with your own agenda and go with your own checklist, laundry list, world is like that, it should be like this and all that, it is not like that. And then you feel disappointed, then you feel miserable, then you say this didn't work, that didn't work, and therefore this is a bad place or a bad job, therefore I do this. And that happens once, twice, 4 times, it becomes a pattern in life. Another thing important is invest in your relationships and networking. Today you are so lucky to be born in the world of social media. Very few children, college students, I have found them really meaningfully engaging in social media. More often than not, they comment something. Can't you just tell yourself, my comment is being read by so many people. Can I not put my best foot forward and say things that others will take, wow, kya likha ladke ne yaar. You are exposing yourself. I've seen some children even talking nonsense. I mean, they use all kinds of languages. Some from very big B schools and all that. Can't they, being a responsible social media citizen, such an opportunity for you to really showcase yourself? There's so many people there, and all the big shots of the corporate world are there. Connecting with them. I'm glad at least 3 of the students from this institute, they caught me on social media. Ultimately, at least 2 of them managed to get an internship. I don't know those boys. I haven't met them. At least I only know them by their emails. Maybe, yeah. But amazing. Oh, maaf kijiye. I put all kinds of conditions just to see them say no. No, sorry, ye nahi hoga. But they said, no, sir. They were so persistent. I said, wow, let them do it. Anyway, so I think networking really helps. Passion is something, another thing that really is easy to create. You have to be passionate about everything that you do. Don't blow your own. Okay. Abhi pucho mat. Horn means, okay, don't take literally. Okay. This is little Zen, but it is a powerful thing I wanted to put. It sounds a little philosophical, but friends, this is a very wonderful thought. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I have, I receive what I need. When I give of myself, I become more. When I feel most destroyed, I am about to grow. When I desire nothing, a great deal comes to me. These are very powerful thoughts. You know what? You are so blessed to be born in this age. There's so much of information, wisdom available at the click of a mouse. Life is so easy and so many opportunities for us. We are also lucky to be, we have added few years to our lives because of that. But you have so many years ahead of you, and please put your best foot forward. See how every day you are evolving, how you are growing, how you are progressing. People who want to do side talk, and how do they talk? A lot of it suddenly, why are they on the nose? Their hands on the nose. Okay. Positive attitude pays, we said that. We also said that keep your mind little empty, 9%, so that umbrella story, umbrella flies only when it is open. You will absorb new ideas and good things only when it is little empty. Don't be filled with so many things. This is another parable. You should be like stream. Stream? Water stream, right? How does it flow? It tries to flow to the least resistant path. The first time it comes across an obstruction, it changes the path. Again it comes up, again it changes the path. If it does 10 to 15 times, and then it realizes that it can't find any other path, run out of all those other windows or doors or whatever, then it starts conserving its energy, and over a period of time it rises the level, and then at some moment it will overcome that obstruction altogether and it starts flowing. Likewise, all of you young people should have that ability to have that patience and wait for your time, conserve that energy. Things appear tough or difficult, don't lose heart. Keep at it going. It will eventually work for you. Okay, this is about the water stuff. Diamond is, that. Trust me, you can't demand. You have to earn trust. You can't demand, you can't do that by nice talking. Your actions will prove, right? I think I will take 10 minutes, ma'am. Is that fine? Okay. I am taking 10 minutes. Okay. See, I quickly run through this. You can apply this to any situation. Life is a quest, life is a game, life is a battle, and life is a school. This is another parable. This is a Zen myth, a Zen story, or a Zen concept or philosophy. You have to look at life as if it is a quest. Quest is what? Quest is the process of discovery. Quest is in search of something. If you are given a work, an assignment that you don't know how to do, but if that assignment is given by somebody whom you respect deeply and love him, you say, okay, unhe bola, I can't say no to this person, therefore I will do that. The moment you say I will do that, then you start finding, how do I do it? The moment you ask that question to yourself, you will find different ways of trying to talk to people. If somebody says, can you go to Pimpri? I don't know where Pimpri is. Somebody says, Pimpri mein milna hai. I don't know Pimpri. Easiest way is to keep on driving. Pune ke paas kahin hai. Pune mein aana hai. To Pune tak I know. And once I come, I ask the first question, where is Pimpri? He'll say, go straight and take right. Likewise, I ask people and then keep reaching the place. So that process of discovery, you will realize when you know through actions. So quest is like that. You have to take life is like quest. When you take life, everything you cannot know. Therefore, don't be shy of trying new things. It is like a quest. You will discover. You will discover that you have it in you. When you know that, okay, that activity I did not know, but I was successful. Therefore, I will not be shy of taking new challenges. Therefore, if you do 5-6 times like this, you will know that you are good at doing new things. People learn Java. The technology is changing within 6 months to 10 months or 9 months or whatever time. Technologies, they keep on learning different. The way world is changing. What is their competency? Their competency being able to learn faster. The subject doesn't matter. Likewise, we should have the ability to try out new things. So take life as a quest sometimes. Life demands that you treat it as a quest then you will be able to find better ways of dealing with those challenges. Sometimes you have to take life as a game. We don't mind losing a game. Chalo khelte hain yaar, haar gaya koi baat nahi. Sometimes you have to play life like that, with the spirit of gamemanship, right? Sometimes you have to take it like a battle. You can't go to a battle without preparation. You can't just say, okay, folded your hands and standing at the border say, hey, I am full of courage. Let's see who will win. And that other fellow is with a gun. What will you do? He will just shoot you and go. You can't go to a battlefront without preparation. Likewise, life also is like that. You have to prepare. Because the battle, life sometimes situations are like battle-like situations. Sometimes life is like a school. There's so many things you learn from life. You have to have the innocence of a student or a child to learn. So treat life like quest, game, battle, and school. That's what is most important. I think I'm on the last 3 slides, so I may be out of this place soon. This is the most important slide. The person who is in the air, the horse has thrown him off its back. We are our first customer. Please remember that. You are your first customer. Who is aspiring? You. Who wants? You want. Who is benefited? You are benefited. Who has to do that to get that benefit? You have to do it. Everything is within you. You are the customer, your own customer. Yet we blame people outside of us. We blame, why did you get less marks in this subject? No, my teacher was very strict, he didn't like me. Why did you not get good increments? No, that manager is very friendly with the other person, therefore he was trying to support him. The moment you find the reason outside of you, you are giving half or 100% of that control to that other person outside of you. So it's very important to realize that you are your own first customer. You have to love. I am responsible for whatever happens to me. The day you say that and practice it, you will feel, trust me, more powerful. If you switch the sides, then you will feel very meek and weak and hopeless. So devil is in us. You have to really know where to control. So you are sitting on that horse is the life. You have to sit on the horse. Okay, don't be afraid of committing some mistakes, okay? Don't be worried about failures. Nobody has the right to brand you as a failure. You failed only once, that's it, okay? It doesn't work. These are different, I don't know if you can read them. Yeah. Okay. Nobody has the right to brand you as a failure. Sometimes you don't know how to cook, you burn it, is fine. Driving school, what we need to learn, where to put the brakes. They teach us sometimes. Don't be shy of committing mistakes. But these kind of mistakes you can't commit. Right? So don't give yourself license. So Deepak told it's okay to commit mistakes. Therefore, khoon kar do. No. You need to know what mistakes are pardonable and what are not. Okay. That's the end of my slide.
The floor is now open for questions.
I took just 45 minutes. Wow. Not bad. Okay, any questions? Okay, I have something for you if you have no questions. Oh, somebody wants to ask a question. The guy with the camera there. He stood up. Okay, how about last few lines for you? I want to sing a song for you.
go about it?
How to get into network, how to be an active networker?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please, wait here. First of all, humility should not be seen as a sign of weakness. My goodness is seen as, should not become a sign of weakness. Right? These are some of the things we often hear. Likewise, being student is not a sin. Don't have to be so polite that people see you are not confident. Not connected to this. I was still going at the body language. Number one. Hello, आपके लिए. Why? What is so important, guys? When you are sitting here, it's your time. बैठे बैठे आपको कुछ कचरा मिल रहा है, आप मत लो ना. If you are here, I am assuming you are here by choice. Some of you are not here by choice. You are asked to make yourself available here. That's an instruction, and you better do that obediently, 100% with sincerity. Otherwise, don't be here. Okay. Sir, गुस्से में मत देखिए, मैं ऐसे ही कर रहा हूं. Okay. So answering that question, that's a wonderful question. First of all, you should know yourself. To be a good networker, you should know yourself. How do you know yourself? By asking yourself, what am I good at? Everybody has something good in them. Something good about them. They're good at certain things. Let's say I may be good at writing poems. Or let's say I may be good at writing some jokes. Or let's say I'm good at writing some good inspiring thoughts. Let's say I'm good at copy and paste, editing skills, copy and paste. Okay. Let's say I'm good at scripting a story. Like यहाँ से पैर लिया, यहाँ से हाथ लिया, यहाँ से कुछ लिया, ने picture बनाया. I can conceptualize. Each of us is good at something or other. You need to know yourself so well. Number one. Number two, certain things we like very passionately, very deeply. All of us have certain likes and dislikes. Okay? So in this situation, when you are on, let's say, Facebook or a LinkedIn or something else, let's say, you have to see who are the people who have common tastes and hobbies. That is easy to connect with them. That is easy pull. But over a period of time, you should overcome this phase and get into who are most important to me. What am I today? I want to do this. Therefore, I need to connect with what kind of people. Okay, fine. That could be. So you have to see what are these people doing. Okay, what are they commenting on? What kind of posts are they reading? Right? You need to understand their patterns. Because they are important, people like that. What appeals to them? What kind of posts they comment on? What kind of posts they put? Trying to find out who is like me or who am I like. It's easy to talk to such people. Then third phase is you have to create your own identity. You have to think of certain things that you hold really dearly, but then you are putting in a social media. Be aware that you are not reading it. The world is reading it. If 10 people are reading, some of them, they are your friends. Some of them are your enemies. Some of them are your future employers. Some of them are your teachers or anybody. Some unknown people. There's so many invites we get on Facebook because they're so inspired by what we write sometimes. Nowadays we have title, designation, and all is that. But some people, most of them ask, what are you doing? Because they don't go into the profile banda kya. They just see what he has written and then comment or write and they want to connect. I think you have to be attractive to be able to create that, evoke that response in terms of your thoughts and actions. So be very sincere, be also little, you need to know the games of PR. What sounds good? I am in a social kind of network. I should not comment on religion. I should not talk about some controversial things. I should not, make some bombastic statements. Right? At the same time, I think I've seen one or two students, amazing guys. They've gone places, they've got very good opportunities because they're good social networking. So you can create a lot of opportunities for yourself. If you are a responsible networker, you will create more opportunities for yourself. Otherwise, be a passive. You don't want to take that chance. Just be a passive social network. Passive is what? You are just there. You are observing. You can send an invite. I want to be connected with you, Miss Sudha. Sudha will not say, "Arey, handsome banda hai, connect kar lo." Sir hain, "Arey, बच्चे स्टूडेंट है, करने दो, कम से कम लाइक तो करेगा मैं जो भी लिखूंगा." Likewise, you can reach out and see what they are doing and try to see how they are commenting, what they are doing. You have to be a great observer. Try to learn, gather your ammunition, and then एक दिन मैदान में आने का. Getting me? अभी टाइम हो गया, मुझे गाना गा के जाना है. Okay. Is that all? Any more questions? Okay, great.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, गाना गाने दे यार. अच्छा, one question. Oh my God.
Good evening, sir. One question. You are told about there should be an enthusiasm in any manager. So, what the things to be done and how to have enthusiasm in any person?
What's the name? Harmeet. I didn't say you have to have enthusiasm in a manager. We don't know. We may be a manager or a damager. You will join a company. Okay, I got your question, what you're trying to ask. See, first of all, if you have done MBA does not mean that you will start your career as manager. So please get that out of your system. No matter what you do, first 3-4 years, you have to have the heart to start from step 1. Okay? You are all learning, guys. We are still learning. Even today, I keep learning. There's no bigger joy than putting yourself at that point, because you can commit a lot of mistakes. I don't want to be there and say, listen, I have no license to commit mistake. I was the most happiest, most at peace when I was maybe at level 4 in an organization. Today, being number 1 in the department, it is an unnecessary headache. Of course, we are happy when the paycheck comes. So, number 1, be not shy of starting from step 1. Enthusiasm is, what is enthusiasm? You know, adrenaline rush. How many of you run? Okay, jane do. How many of you have experienced adrenaline rush? So many. Oh, not that kind of rush. Adrenaline rush. How many? Really? Okay, I'm assuming about 10 of you. Adrenaline rush, I don't know how to, I'll try to explain. I did not know till I became whatever I became. But whenever there is a crisis situation, let's say we go, some emergency situation, somebody has died in an accident, somebody is drowned in a swimming pool, there is a fire, somebody has died of dengue or some situation, you suddenly take charge. They're so focused on, they're crisis managers, right? Sometimes, madam, aisa kuch nahi hai, aaram se. Some adrenaline rushes that will excite you to such a, let's say tomorrow is my show, some show. I'm a theater personality, my show is there, I'm totally excited. So charged. Let's say before exams, this is easy to relate to. How many of you really feel excited before the exam? डर तो है, but when you have prepared well, and you have prepared so well sincerely that you are waiting for the exam to come. You know, आज कुछ भी पूछने तो मैं करूँगा आज मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं. हाँ, total, you are so confident. नहीं ये तो नहीं हो, एड्रेनलिन उल्टा रश होगा. Trust me, adrenaline rush is something that gives you a kick. Okay, another one. Sorry, your teachers are here, but I have to tell you this. People who smoke, they also have adrenaline. वो rush नहीं है, it's a negative rush. It's a artificial that is created. It's not adrenaline rush, so don't get me wrong. It's a very temporary, few seconds kind of kick you get. People who drink, they get a temporary kick, right? Adrenaline rush is something which comes from creative, that juice flows in you. It's like amazing. It's a power where you feel at the top of the world. So likewise, if you want to create that kind of feeling, that excitement, that positiveness to do certain things, you have to be committed to the cause. You have to be committed to the job. The best way is role driven. How to experience, how to create adrenaline rush is to be a role driven behavior. If I am the boy standing there, just I am giving an example. If I am him, what's your name, sir? Sandesh. If I am Sandesh, don't mind, huh? I am going to pull your leg now. If I am Sandesh, okay? So how do I get excitement, passion, or that enthusiasm in my work? Hey, listen guys, this seriously I'm trying to answer, okay? Please listen. So I'll make sure, if I am told before the event, I am going to be standing there, I am the one who is going to usher in all the people, dignitaries. I am the one who is going to be the beck and call and keep a watch on who is doing what, and some emergencies that will keep a watch. I am the man Friday here, total focus on me. So what do? First is I have to dress well. There's so many beautiful girls here. Number one. So I have to look damn good. Hamesha I walk like this, but today I have to really like Salman Khan. Right? Second, I need to look agile and totally alert and very smart. Right, quick reflexes. Great opportunity to connect with the first benches. Somebody is coughing and suddenly go, hey, water bottle chahiye, water bottle de do. Somebody has eaten biscuit and he is trying to kisko pocho. Sir, tissue paper le lo. That kind of excitement, I'm totally on prowl. Kisko kya chahiye? What happens? If I do that, I am able to connect with those people. You may not offer me a job here, but you will remember me. The faculty, oh wow, what a simple काम किया यार, कुछ नहीं, घोड़ा को पकड़ के आ, लेकिन क्या स्टाइल से पकड़ा यार. I mean, that kind of enthusiasm will make you, it will enhance your performance. It will make you do things that you bring more, take the task itself to a different level. And in the process, you are actually not working. Mr. Murthy said, if you love the job you do, you are not working at all. Right? You have to love that task. How will it come? It will come only by one instruction to yourself. मुझे ये बेकार काम लगता है. I don't like this company. I don't like this work. I don't like anything. But this stupid job pays me good money. I love my family. I have to pay my bills. I need to continue to pay the bills. If I have to pay the bills, I have to continuously get the salary. I don't like today, but tomorrow I have to qualify a better job. Therefore, I am working for better things. But today I am here. That is the reality. I will do a great job here. That is the passion you will get if you instruct yourself well. Hello, madam. क्या बोल रहा है ये? You got that? Good. अभी गा सकता हूं मैं? यार अब तो सबको सुनना पड़ेगा. Everybody. Madam, wake her up. Ah, she's awake. Okay. This song is from movie called Hamraz. नया नहीं पुराना. तुम हो तुम ही हो। कितने लड़के गाना गाना चाहते हैं? ये हाथ उठाओ जिनके हमराज यहां पे। They told me, sir, we know you are coming, therefore you please sing the song. I will tell them I made you sing for her. तुम हो तुम ही हो, सनम मेरे हमराज, सनम मेरे हमराज। हे आहा ला 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 ला, हे आहा ला 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 ला। भूल न जाना दूर न जाना, ओ जाने जाना वादा निभाना। भूल न जाना दूर न जाना, ओ जाने जाना वादा निभाना। तुम हो तुम ही हो, तुम हो तुम ही हो, सनम मेरे हमराज। That's it.